Modern education is a recent industrial age invention, but more and more it's become, it's reduced to an absurd limit. It's your certification that decides whether you are educated or not.
Now, that means we cannot change economy without changing education. It's only if we consider that the aim of life is to provide to each one the means to discover what they want to be, they choose to be. And this is the aim of life, and this is the aim of society. Then we can reorganize the economy around that.
In this place, children will be able to grow and develop integrally without losing contact with their soul. Education would be given not with a view to passing examinations and getting certificates and posts, but for enriching the existing faculties and bringing forth new ones.
Mother gave us the charter that here is a township which will believe in unending education, that is from womb to tomb.
In the first year, a lot of the teachers told us this, and it always stayed with me in the first year here, is that we're not trying to make you fit into the society. We're trying to make you grow so that you can create your own society.
We recognize, to start with, that there is no one approach. We want the individual flowering to take place. We want the personality to develop in its own unique pattern and manner.
I think we're given that freedom here, and it's more individualized, no? It's about each person's development rather than fitting into a society. And I think that way the teachers in this school are very open to that also. They adjust to what your needs are rather than impose on you what they think will make you develop best.
Our education is oriented towards awakening faculties, towards developing all the powers that sleep in the human being. There are domains of knowledge beyond the mind. There is an intelligence that is sensory. There is an intelligence that is auditory. There is an intelligence that is bodily. A dancer has a consciousness in her feet or his feet that a normal person would not have. Now, I think young people should experience that intelligence. So an education that is integral would address all these levels of being. We don't present ideologies. We present perspectives, but no overriding perspective. In that sense, the mind is capable of being stimulated to find its own.
I don't go to school to secure my future in the sense that that I'll get a job later. I go to school because it gives me something, but the rest, all of my life is a school.
I mean, in France, I just did mathematics and physics and didn't complete completely my studies. And then basically all what I know about environment, I learned it here. First, I learned here through working with professionals here on that field. I work in forestry, I work in soil and water conservation. So then I started to want to learn more about agriculture. And from certain Aurovilians who have been dedicating their life to this field, I started to learn from them. They told me, read that, read that, read that. So educating myself, starting to pick up projects. So learning really on the ground and educating myself.
The moment you think, oh, I've achieved my educational aims and I'm there, well, you stop progressing. You're no longer part of Auroville. Unending education, constant progress gives birth to a youth that never ages. Whether you're 86 years old, whether you're 90 years old, or you're 9 years old, there is always room for progress, for growth, for learning. That's the spirit of Auroville. So Auroville's spirit is embodied in its educational endeavor. Auroville is meant to be a learning society. Auroville is a kind of a university. And everybody who's part of Auroville is a student of that university.
And if we are here to learn, then work is part of the learning process. So you never go out of school, in fact.